Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Supreme Ruler as China. So, what are we doing in this episode? One, I want to know why there's some Romanian units. Oh, they're probably leaving. Okay, so, Catch-22 here. I recently had a corrupted save file. Don't know exactly what happened. Basically, my production just skyrocketed everywhere. To the point where it was kind of unfair. I had trillions of everything. Don't even exactly know what happened. I think there was a glitch where it was doubling everything coming out of the Soviet Union and its puppets, I think. I think whatever was being built at the time it was captured, it was doing double production or something like that. So I thought, just to be fair, and to keep the game, obviously, non-cheaty, I would kind of reset things. But unfortunately, I went back and had to look and try to figure out when this glitch kicked in. And it happened actually just as the war started. Or kind of midway through the war, I noticed that all of a sudden production doubled and whatever. So I was able to kind of get it, figure it all out, go in and edit some files in that. Unfortunately, the only thing I wasn't able to fix was our metal ore. So we've got tons of metal ore to sell on the bright side. Other than that, everything else is pretty much where it was before. Oil's still stupid amounts. Timber's good. Rubber's good. Agriculture's okay. Metal production, as I said, way too much in storage. We'll have to try and figure out how to get rid of it. Our oil's still pretty high. Uranium still, we are pretty much the major producer and the major consumer of it. We don't export any of it. Some electric power, we're okay there. Military goods, we're pretty good. Industrial goods, we're okay. And consumer goods. So overall, we're pretty good, other than the fact that we have a stupid amount of metal ore. I think we got about 2/3 more than we actually had at this time of the game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to fix. I think it's one of the things over here. Kind of went stupid for a little while, so I had to go in some game files. I had to email a modder or two and try to figure out what I could do to modify and tweak things, so things would be a little bit more fair and fix. Fortunately, we had to go back to the war itself, so I had to fight through the entire war again. So there are some differences. So it's kind of like an alternative history. First things first, India is still around. India still exists. India and Pakistan never went to war. Singapore still did take out Borneo and whatever the country was up here. Still took them out. Took out Singapore as well. Bunch of countries down here still don't have independence, just as it was before. Only difference here is that there's no war going on here yet. Other than that, things are pretty good for the moment. So what I've decided to do is a plain theory. The theory here is that we are going to bomb the flying fuck out of Thailand in this episode. The plan here is to basically bomb and destroy, pillage. We are not going to land any troops on Thailand for a while. The plan here is to have naval forces going around here, just patrolling. Other than that, I'm not going to do much. We're going to kind of keep our distance. So first thing we're going to do is look to see how many. Okay, there's 20 reserved units here. So we're actually going to tell all of these to leave port. Well, that's enough. This is enough ships all on their own. So we have some patrol vessels over here. We've got how many? There's none there. Now we got 58 here. A lot of them are subs, so we're gonna get them to go up here. Plan is going to be mostly airstrikes and bombing runs, and the plan is going to be to level the entire island, except for the facility, or except for the cities. The reason is because I'll show you momentarily what's going to happen with our unemployment, where it sits right now. Obviously, the higher unemployment is, the cheaper production gets. Now, mind you, the higher unemployment is, the lower GDP gets. So this current point, though, I will admit, GDP, not the biggest worry for me right now. And then this location here only has one beach class. We'll release you. Aircraft. So we want at least 4 strato tankers. They're going to go there. our entire B-52 Air Force, basically, is going to be sent over. Now, they have tons of range, so we don't really have to worry too much. Is my supply on? No, supplies. There we go. Turn that off. Our B-52s have tons of range. We're also going to have a bunch of strato fortresses lined up for them. So the plan is to have these guys positioned in such a spot that they can just run in and just demolish. They're going to come in. First, they're going to go here, and then they're going to split up. But the plan is to at least get them all going first. So we're going to unpause there. Let these B-52s show up. Perfect. There's the next batch of them there. Perfect. They automatically deploy for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to create fleets of ships. So right now we have all these ones here. They're going to go here. Their job is basically going to patrol this section here. So we're going to highlight them all and say, do me a favor. I want you to patrol from this location, right here. No, I just want you to go there. I want to make sure everyone is in our territory. I'd like you to patrol all the way to there for me. You guys are pretty good. I want you to patrol all the way to there for me. You guys, please go here. And I want you to patrol all the way to there for me. You, I want you to patrol all the way to there for me. There, patrol to there for me. Kind of wish you could set up multiple patrols. Like multiple patrol locations. Where are my subs? Well, let's get... we got a lot of bombers here. Do we have another airbase somewhere? We do. We got another airbase there. We got the one there. We got the one there. You know what? I want you guys to go there for me. So wait, tons of B-52s. Now, if I were Thailand right now, I would be kind of nervous, to be honest with you. If all of a sudden I start to do this. Now, all these guys are going here. Wait, where are you going? Oh. Oh, there's our subs there, okay. You're going to patrol all the way to the other side here. Clear orders, clear orders, clear orders, clear orders. Our subs are going to do something a little different. We're going to bring them back over here. We're going to get one sub to go this way, one this way, one this way, and then one's going to go right across. So they're all going to go straight through. Theory here is that they're all going to kind of do like hunter-killer. I'm going to tell this one to go down here. I'm going to tell it to patrol basically our border here. That's good enough. So now, theoretically, if you were Thailand, would this not make you nervous? I mean, come on. Research breakthrough. We got some offers here for petroleum, industrial goods. Yeah, we'll take it all for now. So we got tons of deployed units. are we producing? We are producing missiles. We are producing perfect. Let's auto build. Oh shit, how do I deploy missiles again? There we go. There. Auto deploy, and then auto deploy. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to deploy a lot of our fighter, actually, we're going to redeploy our bombers to these locations here. Just so they're a little far away out of the front lines. Right, so our bombers are all here. We're going to highlight them and create a battle group. So we've got a battle group, and it's all our B-52s. Next job. Our interceptors are not going to actually engage this time in the war. We are, on the other hand, going to use them for air superiority, though, across the Formosa Strait. Place a bunch of them there. The plan here, it might sound strange, but is to basically max out our Queen Bees. We want to basically get rid of them all. Now, that sounds strange, but they're old. They're antiquated aircraft. We really don't need them anymore. So their job is basically going to patrol this spot right here. They're going to go up to here, and they're going to patrol across. So the thing is, they're going to be basically taking a significant amount of shots. Are they all... Oh, all of them are still moving across. What is this? What are you? Hey, you should be moving with them, these guys. Come on. So the Queen Bees are basically going to be our primary defense air force. So if anyone decides to follow the B-52s home, these guys are going to be there to cause some problems. In the meantime, we're going to go all... We're actually going to slow down the speed here a little bit, because we don't want everybody, right? We want at least the majority of our aircraft there. Actually, what? No, that's too high. Or too far. Perfect. I want you back. Perfect. I want to do air patrol across that way. All of you. And you're going to go like so. Air patrol that way. So now we're going to have all our Queen Bees basically protecting the home, like our home country, right? So that's their job. Their job is basically to protect just our coastline. They're not going to do much. They're basically just protecting the coastline. Nothing else. Next up are obviously the F-105 Thunder Chiefs. We're going to keep our J7s in reserve, because we don't want them to get involved in any form or fashion. We're going to go there. In the process, we're going to get these other B-52s. Why weren't they? Oh, they just got finished being built, so we're going to leave them alone. Because I'm not saying we're building aircraft as we speak. Yep. B-52s, F-105s, J7s. Perfect. So we already know the majority of military forces are in the north. So that's where our first major strike is actually going to end up being, which is to counteract it in the south. And the plan is basically just to do as much damage as we can. So these should be all the F-105s. Perfect. They are going to be grouped up as well. So the F-105s are going to be in a group. Oh. Are there still some F-105s straggling behind? Nope. So I kind of screwed that up myself. That. There we go. So B-52s and our F-105 Thunder Chiefs. Okay, so we already know that it looks like they're running into supply issues already at the north end of their own island. So that tells us right there that their supply probably is pretty low. So with that in mind, we are going to look at some things here. You're offering us... What's our money situation? Our money situation is pretty good. We'll buy industrial goods for the moment. Yeah, you buy petroleum. Why is everyone offering us? So we're producing twice as much industrial goods as we actually need. So the computer decides it's going to offer us what we don't need. Super colliders, a bunch of new alliances. Ooh, that's one thing we want to check. They're aligned with Portugal and the UK. Okay, so that might be a bit of a problem. India, who are you aligned with? You're not aligned with anybody. You're obviously aligned with a ton of fucking people. If I'm not mistaken, this is part of Hong Kong. We are going to actually bring in some troops and position them along here just to be on the safe side. No troops there. Thought I put troops down here somewhere. There we go. So we're going to put just the older, antiquated equipment. So we can probably overrun these guys pretty quick and pretty easy. Get some mortar artillery. They do have an airbase, so we're going to move in some anti-aircraft. Where's our units coming from? Oh fuck, they're coming from far enough. Far as fuck is where they're coming from. We're going to zoom in, we're going to double click and see where these guys are. Okay, they're here. So if I click there, I'm going to reserve. There we go. There's no anti-aircraft units there. I'm a little nervous about anti-aircraft. Come on. Nope, nothing there, nothing there. Ooh, I know, I was gonna say, one of these locations here should have it. No. Artillery. Tanks. No. No. We have another building facility over here. It's got artillery. There we go. 2 SA2. Do 3 SA2s. Just to be on the safe side. Put them there. By chance, do you have artillery? The good artillery? No, you don't. Where's my good artillery is the question. It's more anti-tank. Yeah, tanks and anti-tank. Infantry and SA-2s. Mortar artillery and infantry is there. Infantry and SA-2s. Mortars, nope. I want the good artillery. Where is my good artillery? I mean, my mortars aren't bad. The only thing is they don't have the distance that I want. Come on. Like, so where are my production facilities? Yep. Who's building my artillery is the question. I'm not producing artillery, apparently. I am producing these mortars. Why am I producing these mortars? When I have this guy. .152mm mortars. Or artillery rounds. Alright, so it looks like those guys will have to do. In the meantime, let's go back to the space real quick. We'll bring in some additional upgraded infantry just to park there. Obviously, we don't have the heavy weapons I want to bring to bear, so. So this is just in case England joins the war. We already have troops positioned in strategic locations along the Indian border, in case they get involved. But I'm not too worried. I can't see too much happening. So, in the next episode, we go to war with Thailand. And by Thailand, I mean